This is Tayo Shonagbadi. I'm the owner of www.tayosolagBad.com. I'm doing this special audio podcast because I want to help people who I have, in the course of my interaction over the last few months in 2018, understand what they need to do to develop their ability to find buyers for whatever it is they sell. So the title of this podcast is How to Sell Anything to Anyone, whether you're online or offline. In other words, on or off the internet. And I offer you the ideas that are contained in this podcast as one who has lived the stuff I'm going to tell you about. I have made money by selling. You will not believe the kinds of things I've sold. I have sold the words of my mouth in various forms, even just to talk with somebody who has never set eyes on me before. I have made people pay as much as 10 to 20 to 30, 40, 50,000 Naira to have access to the information I offer, as I said, in various forms. Sometimes just to have a conversation with me on phone. Sometimes through audio MP3 podcasts like this one. Sometimes in form of videos that I put on DVDs that I send through FedEx courier service to various people across the country. And I've also sold these audio and information products to people outside the African continent. Now, the point I'm making is this. It took me a long time to learn the things I know and that I offer to teach in this audio podcast series. I went through the psychological process of realizing that knowing how to do something did not translate to knowing how to get people to buy it. Whether it is what you know how to do in terms of your ability physically, maybe you are a person that's good at sewing things or making things, or you are a person that has knowledge or expertise that you share with people as a consultant, getting people to pay you what you feel is worth your while it's not something that comes easily. You may be good at what you do and you have major difficulty getting people to pay you good money for what you do. So you find yourself constantly struggling. I have a philosophy that I developed based on the years of suffering and hardship I experienced trying to find buyers before I understood how to make it happen. I have a philosophy, and that philosophy is this. I would rather stay without a client and continue to work on myself, building up new products, creating new opportunities to find buyers, than for me to have 100 clients who, for the most part, pay me very little that is commensurate with the effort and value I add to them. In other words, people who cheat me, people who underpay me. I do not want to have such clients. The reason why I don't want to have such clients is you will never grow. You will constantly be feeding, kind of struggling to make ends meet. And you will always find that they will always keep you at that level. These are people who want to keep you in a position where they will always be able to gain access to you without you becoming too expensive for them. So they see you are good. So they want to put you in their shirt pocket. They want to bring you out when they need you because they know you are extremely good at what you do, but they don't want you to grow too big for them to afford. So these are the kind of people that never want to see you explode, manifest and flourish in your full plan. They don't necessarily hate you. They're just people who are cheap-minded. Now, one of the rules for finding the kind of buyers that will pay you what you want so they can sell anything to anybody is to understand that you have to have what they call a target audience profile. You have to define your ideal customer. All right. So what you are going to learn from me here is based on the experiences I've had and the years of deep thinking and reflection I did to understand that I could not have everybody that walked up to me as a client, and that I had to have a screening process to separate the wheat from the chaff, as it were, to understand that not everybody that has money will be a good client for me. Even if he is a millionaire, he may not be, or she may not be a good client for you. Those are realities you have to face. There are a lot of things I'm going to tell you in this audio podcast series. And if you pay attention to what I tell you and you put them into use and you apply, forget about whether you have money in your pockets. You must be able to do the things I will tell you with confidence. Your confidence should never be directly in direct correlation to the amount of money in your pocket. In other words, if the level of your self-confidence is directly proportional to the amount of money you have in your pocket or your bank account, you have a problem. You must be a person that can speak and act with confidence confidence as a salesman, regardless of how much money you think you have, regardless of what you think your need is. I have walked into people's offices with empty pockets, with no fuel in my car, no idea of how I was going to get home. And I've walked out of the place with a check sometimes of 150,000 naira, or even cash of that amount or more. Now, but these are things I can give you information, I give you names and phone numbers to verify. I'm talking for more than 10 years of experience, and it took me a long time to get where I am today, that I can teach you these things. But like I said, the first thing I want you to understand is there's a philosophy, and the philosophy is that I would rather be completely clientless, if there's such a word, have no clients, no business, nobody give me jobs, than for me to be engaged, serving clients, working my ass off for people who, for the most part, will not pay me what is worth my while, what is worth the effort, time, and value I add to them. So you got to have that understanding. Sometimes you need to be able to walk away from opportunities to make money, because the opportunity to make money is an opportunity that's going to enslave you. If you want to be able to sell anything to anybody, you've got to be able to do that profitably if you're going to be somebody that can say you are in business really, and you've got to be able to grow your brand. So you must understand that not everybody who offers you money will be good for you. Okay, so that's one philosophy. That's one. It's the foundation of everything I'm going to teach you, and I want you to understand that you need to accept and adopt that philosophy if you want to succeed with the ideas I give you in this series. All right. So in the next couple of clips, you're going to learn more. I'm going to give you what I call the rules for making sales. Maybe I should just hint you. The first one will be this, and I got it from Bud Dubin, my mentor, and he says, "You are a marketer first and an expert second. No matter what it is you do that you sell, no matter what it is you're good at that you make money with, forget about it. Put it behind you and focus on the fact that you have to develop your marketing and selling skills. That is your priority as a person in business to make money. If you don't have marketing and selling competence, you are going to be in trouble no matter how good you are at what you do. So you are a marketer first and an expert second. Keep that in mind. When we start in the next audio clip, I'll break it down and let you know what that means and what you need to do. All right. My name again is Sam Shinagbade. This is supposed to be a preview to the actual training titled "How to Sell Anything to Anybody or to Anyone, whether you are online or offline." In other words, whether you're on the internet or not on the internet. And if you want to get the full complement, the full package of this audio podcast series, then all you have to do is send me an email via tayo@tksola.com, or send me an SMS on 0803-302-1263 in Nigeria, or +229-66122-136 in Benin Republic. So for the code in Nigeria, it's +234-803-302-1263. Send me an SMS. Don't call me. Send me an SMS and tell me you're interested in this audio podcast series, and I'll send you details of how you can get a copy of the audio podcast series. Now, I do offer a talk on this, a live talk and a live event. I initially thought I would make it free. I decided that actually this kind of thing, you need to test people. One of the rules is this: you know how to screen people. I want people who are serious-minded, not people who are freeloaders. So I want you to get across to me if you want to invite me to speak to your group. Maybe you're a group of farmers or a group of business owners or whatever, wherever you may be, and you want me to come and talk to your group about this topic, how to sell anything to anyone. Believe me, I have ideas that will fit any industry. I've worked with people. I'm a multipreneur. I can help you. I'm a machine that generates ideas. Get me to come across your organization. Get across to me. I'll tell you what it entails, and we can get started. All right? Cheers.